RNG?
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP.
TGP
Random news
presents.
generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga games. Random news. RNG. Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG. TGP. Random news. Random news. RNG. Random news.
Real nigga games.
HamuraiiBlack. D-Reign.
Random numbers.
TGP. RNG. Random news. Random news generator.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of RNG Radio with your hosts, D-Reign and HamuraiiBlack. Ham, how you doing today, man?
I'm pretty good. Slept good last night. Woke up well rested.
So, what? You gave them kids away? Dang, man, listen.
Yeah.
I think Friday was bad then. My man, they did well in the couples game and said, look, we don't need them kids.
Nah, they went with their grandma. They went to the movies yesterday, went out to eat, and then they spent the night at her house. So
Nice. What's up, boys? What's up, Ghost? How you doing? How you doing today? Hopefully your weekend has been going
Ghost.
well. Yeah, dude. I as I got older, I found out that my youngest brother was actually like one of the classic closet anime fans back in the day.
Mhm.
And I got him to watch a little bit of Demon Slayer, and he's kind of liking it. But he told me, he's like, okay, well, since I'm watching this, like, you have to watch Attack on Titan. So I'm about 15 episodes in on Attack on Titan now.
Well,
It
think I
sucks
watched, like,
because
the first season and a half.
the first season and a half. Did you fall off of it? Because I'm digging it so far.
I fell off of it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
But then again, like my ADHD kicked in and other shit was on. So I was just like, all right, fucking, I'm going.
I can honestly, so like I'm only 15 episodes, like 15 episodes in, but for how fast it starts, I can 100% see a point where it starts like slowing down. And I'm going to be really worried about that part because that part's going to be hard to get through. So we'll see. But the real reason I brought up this is because I think I might have to watch One Piece. Like, I might have to watch it. Like, my For You page on TikTok is just full right now of One Piece theories. And
Bro,
I know it's because
eggs?
Gear 5 is coming. And like, cause what is it, like just a couple, it's a few weeks out, right? Like, it's not far.
It's not.
So I think it's just going rampant right now, and I think I might have to watch One Piece, dude. Because I was looking at Attack on Titan. Like, Attack on Titan's like it's like 100 episodes. I was like, yo, I can get through that. It exactly goes. It is a mountain. So like, I'm watching Attack on Titan. I'm like, 100 episodes. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. I can do that. That's light work. Times 10 plus.
Yeah, no, but like
it's times 10 plus.
I know, but that, like, with that, you're gonna have fillers, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's gonna be those chunks and gaps where, like, you're gonna, like, there's gonna be those times, a lot of times, where you can just, like, have it on. You know what I mean? You don't gotta be like, but like, obviously have it where you're hearing and paying attention so you don't miss any information. But like, it is a mountain to climb, but I feel like pace yourself, all right? Like, set yourself a goal. Be like, I'm gonna watch, like, I'll give you the layout because the movies go in between them. They're not canon, they're their own things. But what I've gotten a lot from is, like, when you watch if you see one of the movies, it's gonna be a lot of, like, some of the characters you've seen just, like, in another version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So give yourself a goal. Like, all right, I'm gonna watch whatever I need to watch to the first movie, and then get through that, and then you'll go to your next section and shit like that. It's good because you get some really good arcs in there, and you grow to appreciate it because you watch it from the beginning and you're like,
no, for sure.
And then you're getting to these later episodes and you're like, dog, this animation is amazing, bro. Like, this is what we've been waiting
evolution,
for.
bro. Like, this been going on for like 25 years. The animation better get amazing.
Yeah, bro. And the
But no,
fights
yeah,
and the movies are good.
I've
too.
heard the
Like,
movies are top tier. Well, and that's the other thing about, like, I know you mentioned filler, but like that's like one of like the selling points of One Piece is that like out of like all like the major shonen anime, like it does have the least amount of
least
filler in
amount,
it.
yeah. So
So yeah, so we'll see if I keep getting pushed in that direction. But aside that stuff aside, we got some news that we need to talk about. Like there's some things we definitely gotta discuss today. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off big. Listen, I understand that the Deadpool 3 is coming and Deadpool looks amazing. I wish I could zoom in. Like I wish I could like just zoom in because
look at my boy.
look at Huey, bro. Look at Huey Jackman donning the yellow and navy blue and a little bit of black too. There's a little bit of black in there as well. But I'm excited. I'm super excited. Like
there's been more, not just this. They've shown like actual scenes
right. Like they showed
them
him
like fighting. You see like Wolverine picking him up, cracking him over his back. There's like a 20th Century Fox sign like tipped over. There's been all these confirmed, but just seeing now
that it's real.
And if you've seen it, you know that Wolverine usually doesn't have the full long sleeves. But I was reading up. I think that they personally did that because he has skin cancers. He's had skin cancer a bunch of times, so they wanted to protect him if he's going to be out in the sun and stuff like that, just to give him full sleeves and keep it going. I don't give a damn. My man still looks clean.
Was it that, or was it like he was susceptible to it? I think
no. He's already had
it. Gotcha.
Yes,
okay.
I think it's been like at least 2 times already that he's actually had.
Which makes sense. Like, after you get it the first time, like you're more susceptible to it. So
but
that
yeah,
makes sense.
bro. But like, all I'm saying right now is when he
still
steps
looks
up in
good,
that suit,
bro.
the only thing I better hear is that's all I better hear when he walking up. All right,
even if the movie doesn't play it, I'm going to hear it. It's going to play in my head the second he shows up. The only thing people are talking about is that they wish that he actually had the helmet, which there's no way I can really see Hugh Jackman wearing the helmet, but his hair does have a little swoosh or whatever.
Look at it. Look at the top of his look around his neck. You see how beefy and bulky that is? Yeah. You mean to tell me he ain't about to just because he's gonna cover his head, like, you know what I mean? He about to and be like, let's go.
I don't know.
It's gonna be the big fight. It's gonna be the big fight.
Okay, we'll see. I don't think he's
gonna
do the helmet.
Us the suit, nigga.
I don't think they're gonna do the helmet. I don't think they're gonna do the helmet, bro.
Hey, we're gonna give Spider-Man a suit without the spider symbol on the front. The helmet is iconic. Okay, we know
the two Batmans kissing is iconic, bro.
Bro, come on.
Oh man, we'll see. But honestly, like, it's looking good. On the side note, though, if you guys haven't been paying attention, the writer's strike and the actor's strike is it's escalating. There have been some comments thrown around that aren't really that great. So really the production on stuff, even Deadpool and like basically all movies more or less in general, like all of Hollywood is kind of shutting down right now. I hate that meme because it's true. It is true. This is definitely 2 Batmans. But yeah, dude, like some of the comments are kind of crazy. Like the Disney CEO say that what they're asking for is kind of ridiculous. And I saw a statistic that said that that he gets paid literally in a day more than what some of the lowest paid employee there gets paid. And it's like, yo, that's kind of nuts. No, I think it was like the average writer, I think, was like 64,000 a year or so is what they make, and then he makes almost like 74,000 a day. And it's like, jeez, bro. It's like, come on, my guy. Like, we gotta help him. We gotta help him out. So imagine, bro, $74,000 a day.
A day,
bro. Oh my
God!
gosh!
Tell me nothing.
Nothing, not a thing, bro.
Not a damn word. Go ahead.
So I really do hope that they can get back to the negotiation table. They put egos aside. Like, you got to, bro. Like, you got to. Otherwise, like if you don't pay the talent, then like we're not gonna go see these. We're not gonna see these movies as much as we do. Like, it's gonna take a little bit to take a toll, which sucks because it's not gonna be an immediate hit for them. But hopefully they don't just wait them out. because like I saw a post that said that the studios basically just plan on kind of waiting out the writers and the actors. It was like, yeah, they're going to need money eventually, and then come to the negotiation table, and like at that point they're going to hold a lot of negotiation power because the actors and the writers, they're hurting. So. And obviously, like, because I was talking about this with someone else, is like, obviously the big actors, are they hurting right now? No, probably not. But it's like, you got to remember, it's in these movies, it's not just like what the 6 to 10 like top billed actors. Like there's a lot of people. There's a lot of other actors in the Death of Hollywood. And you think so, dude? I don't know. I think that it is going to go. I think it's going to go a little bit longer than what the actors and the writers want it to, but I'm hoping they come to a decent deal.
Listen, at the end of the day, they're going to come to an agreement because you need great actors to make great movies. And that goes both ways. And you need good writers. Like, you're like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, these people are going to be like, well, I know what I need. Yes, but someday you're going to come to a bargain because you also need that money. You can't make that money if you ain't doing no movies at that point. And everybody's trying to come up. So there's going to be some agreement because yes, like
something, yeah, for sure.
Cinema is a big part of today's, you know what I mean, world. Like it brings in a lot of attention. Everybody talks about. Everybody loves movies and shows and stuff like that. So they're gonna kind of hope, like, but just like you said, I hope it doesn't take too long, and I hope that like everybody kind of gets, you know, everybody kind of wins in the end. Because yeah, I'm not sitting here trying to wait till 2033 to watch goddamn.
Oh, bro, exactly. All right, so moving on, Xbox actually is going to be releasing a new feature. Remember back when we were talking about how like the online chats are not safe, and I think it was like PlayStation and I think everybody like PlayStation and Xbox were going to be going through like the PlayStation messages, like, yo, bro, like you better start deleting the bad boys. Well, the voice messages ain't safe either anymore. The voice chats ain't safe. Hey, all these games are cross-platform now, bro.
Nah, fuck that. You can turn that off. Because I told you what happened. Someone came talking shit to me in my chat in the game, and I responded, and I got banned for a week.
Yep. You should have responded, bro. But yeah, so they are introducing a voice reporting. So basically, you can record up to however long. I think it's like 3 to 5 minutes or so of a voice recording. So like your in-game voice chat, and you can use that as like a reporting mechanism to like for people that are breaking TOS and terms of use and stuff like that. So. Like the first thing I thought of was the Call of Duty death comms, bro. Like
it's a wrap,
bro. It is a wrap, bro. Like just don't even put that in a game anymore. Like don't even put that in a game anymore. Because
in 2K, only when you play at the park and you go to game chat, it's both teams. It's open chat for both teams.
It's both teams? No way, bro.
Bro,
the whole time. Ain't no way,
it's
man.
only in the park, which is good. Because if it was the rec, if you had to sit there for 30 minutes listening to niggas bust your ass, bro, you would not have fun.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I mean, you can then report it though. So it is what it is, bro. Like, yeah, nah. Yeah, I know you smacked me 30 points, but yeah, I got your ass.
You ain't playing for 3 weeks.
Yeah, voice reporting. You think it's too far, or you think it's okay? What do you think?
I think it's too far, man. It's fucking video. First of all, if you are taking someone talking shit over a video game that serious, bro, you got other problems. Because it's a video game, bro. I think mute him.
I mean, what if it's Aiden though? What if Aiden jumps on
Aiden,
2K?
First of all, Aiden's not. No, he plays games, but he don't know. He don't be joining up, getting on chats to talk to people. No, he's too young for that. And when he gets up to that age, he obviously will have a conversation about it. Be like, what do you like? Nah, bro. Nah.
Obviously, that's kind of what the goal is. The goal is to try to protect people that need to be protected. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's
bro. It's like you're talking shit. Like what? Like, are you really that scared? Like, you think he's gonna come? Like, what do you? So, oh my gosh, I'm gonna report you because
it's cyberbullying, bro. It's cyberbullying.
You said I suck. Well, what? You're not good. Like, what do you want me to say? Like,
good job, good try.
Like, obviously we know how Call of Duty's chats get, and we know what's said a
Right.
lot. So in those cases, yeah, get their ass. But like, if I'm just like, bro, you suck. I've killed you 20 times. Like, get off the game. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna report you because you said I suck. Like,
Nah, bro, that goes. We don't. They never that. They're never gonna do that. But yeah,
that's
so
what they need to be doing.
exactly. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how the feature goes over. See, I'm telling you, man, it's those death comps, man. That's what's gonna be it. It will be an
gonna be it, bro.
achievement. But keep it on the Xbox on Xbox Great Retrade. So Xbox scored a major win in this acquisition. So the court ruled in favor for Microsoft, saying that they're basically going to allow the merger, the Xbox acquisition of Activision Blizzard. There was an injunction put in place like soon after, but that's also been kind of nullified. So they are that much closer to having this thing being completely finalized, and it's looking like there's really not anything going to be stopping them, man. Like, so this is going down for real.
It's going down for real.
Thank you. I appreciate it. See, you always know. You always know.
I got you, bro.
All right, so it's happening. Good or bad? It's like this is like it's happening. Like there's really no more like ifs or what ifs or anything like that. You think it's gonna be good or bad? Because remember, so there's another report that I saw. There's like on the PlayStation 5, the most downloaded game is Modern Warfare 2.
So if you're
For the
saying
PS4, the most downloaded game is Modern Warfare 2. You know what the second most downloaded game is?
Warzone.
Minecraft.
Fucking Minecraft. What the fuck?
So Xbox is gonna be Xbox's performance is gonna
are
be
they
real
gonna
important, bro.
Like console, like obviously you like. I don't think they would do that for Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like make it. So, I mean, we'll see, bro. Because I mean, I'm just saying right now, like Xbox, they ain't been doing too well with they exclusive and shit like that. So we'll see what they do. As far as them taking Blizzard, I really don't care because I really don't play Blizzard games. So.
Yeah, the big Blizzard games are gonna be obviously like your League, basically everything. Or not League. Sorry, that's right. No. I'm talking about Overwatch. Overwatch is gonna be Overwatch. Hearthstone is another big one.
Is it what's the other? Oh yeah, I think there's another one, but I forget the name. But yeah, like see those are. But like Activision, we'll see if they're gonna do some things with Call of Duty and kind of try to like.
Spice it up a bit.
Yeah, spice it up a bit. Then cool. And trying to change up the BR because that game is ass. Warzone is ass cheese, bro.
It really is, bro.
First off, in there right now, bro.
Warzone is trying to be Fortnite really hard right now, like really hard right now.
Gosh, bro, just stop. Just stop.
But I will say, as kind of like a positive note, very soon after like this went down earlier this week, I actually saw reports saying today that Sony and Microsoft have actually come to agreements on a Call of Duty deal to make sure that it's going to stay on PlayStation. Yep, exactly. They made an agreement that it's going to stay. We don't know the details of it yet. I think people are assuming that it's going to be a deal similar to Nintendo. So for at least 10 years. For like a first agreement, so obviously as relationships continue on, that can be extended.
Some exclusive shit for the game because
I think that's what's gonna happen. So like I know you didn't play Destiny early on, but like when like Destiny obviously was a cross-platform game, not playing cross-platform, but like it was available for on Xbox and PlayStation, But when the game dropped, because there were Sony signed exclusive deals with Bungie to get it was normally like one PvP map, a weapon, and like some skins or some ornaments and stuff like that. So they had exclusive content in there. Oh, and a strike as well. So a strike mission. So they had exclusive content, and that's what I can see happening with this Call of Duty is that Xbox will have certain content that will be exclusive to them. But like I said before, for as much as Call of Duty is downloaded on the PlayStation, I don't think Xbox wants or Microsoft wants to miss out on that. So I do not see it going to be a full console exclusive.
That's good.
So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But moving on from there,
To the next.
we get to talk about some Last of Us again. We haven't talked about this in a long time, but the actor that played Sam Burrell, when they were in Kansas, when they were in Kansas, it was the brother, the younger brother, the younger brother, actually got nominated for an Emmy. Yeah, he got his first Emmy nomination. So shout out to Keith. His name is Kevion.
Acting gig.
This is his first gig too. Like that's the other thing. Is like that. It's kind of crazy that it's his first gig and he got this Emmy nomination. And it's kind of funny because he played someone who was he was deaf. Yeah, he was deaf.
Yeah,
I was about to say was it mute or deaf, but he was deaf, so he wasn't really talking. Obviously, they're in a scene where they have to be quiet, so it's kind of funny where like you get this nomination and you're silent the whole time. But it kind of goes to show like just how good of a show and the good of a couple of episodes like that was. I'm rooting for everybody.
A couple other nominations too. They got best drama series up there right now, and it looks like if they put obviously the other nominees up there, and I don't really see anything else taking Last of Us. I mean, like there was House of Dragon, Andor, Succession, The Crown.
I feel like I don't think so. Definitely hype wise, none of those are coming close to this. Like maybe House of Dragon in the very beginning, but I feel like the hype for that dropped like really quickly. But like I mean, The Last of Us is definitely looking like one of the better, if not the best shows. I'm rooting for everyone black. Exactly, bro. Yeah, like gotta root for him. But no, like shout out to him, dude. Like first acting gig and an Emmy nomination. Yeah, Last of Us is gonna eat well during that award show for sure. 100%. I want to give a shout out to Yam and Sunny, our official like Apex competitive aficionado. He's been keeping us updated on ALGS finals are today, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. But I wanted to bring up his Watson. So I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about it a lot on the show. We talked about it even more in our group chat. His Watson like really burst onto the stream probably about a year ago, when he challenged Imperial Hal to basically to who's gonna be the number one pred, and he did really well. He rake grind, he got out there, he won. Then he went on to ALGS and absolutely dominated, just decimated the entire competition. So fast forward to now. How much have you been keeping up with the ALGS, Ham, or not so much at all?
Not too much as of recently.
Fury is out.
I did see like
Furia is completely
thing, and they were in last place with like 1 point. I was like,
they were at one point they were literally in last place. Furia is the team that his Watson plays for. Like I said, last year, absolutely dog walked. They people could not keep up. They were rushing. They were running people down its throat. But this year is not been the case. And his Watson has had to his standards, a very lackluster performance. Obviously, they were expecting a lot more. I think it was game 5. I don't know if you've seen the TikTok, but basically, Fury is, like I said, they're like in almost last place. They have like very few points, and one of the teams that have basically secured their spot in the winners bracket for today, they decided to. So, Furia always dropped. I forget what the PO. Yeah, I forget what the POI is, but they have the armory there. Yep. So this team took their support character and ran to the armory to activate it, basically locking Furia out of the armory, so they would lose all of the high tier loot that they would normally get, and then he just jumped off the map. Because he played Newcastle, and because they played a support character, they would just crafted his banner and brought him back. Just an absolute grief play and absolutely hilarious. And genius. And
so smart.
Yeah, bro. And I think they ended up being in their bracket. I think they ended up being like 16th or something like that. So eliminated from competition because only the top 10 move on. And earlier, like late, I think it was like later that day, like late last night, he announced that he is officially stepping back from Apex competitive. And it's kind of crazy, man. Like he had the spotlight on him for like a solid year, and like and now he's done. Like he's stepping back. He's saying that he hasn't been performing well. He hasn't been having fun with the game. His whole statement is there for you guys to look at if you want to.
Yeah.
And I think that plays a part of it. Like if you're not really having fun and enjoying the game, like you're typically not going to compete at your best level. But
Exactly.
it goes to show you, man. Like I know people like to say like, oh, like you're just playing video games, blah blah blah. It's like there's a big mental toll. There's a lot of work that goes involved, and not everybody can do it, obviously, because man, lasted a year.
Burned out. You can get burned out real quick.
But shout out to all the teams that are competing. Good luck. I know it's gonna be big today. I know.
May the
Bird
odds be ever in your favor.
Exactly. Bird's gonna be he's gonna be gassing, blowing us up. Exactly. Blue Beetle,
but hopefully he does good, man.
Yeah, fingers crossed. He said he's gonna go back to rank and play. Like he's not done playing the game. He's just done competing. Yeah. Blue Beetle released their, I believe it said actually their final trailer. Yeah, the final trailer. I am not upset about the Blue Beetle trailers because I feel like they use a lot of the content from the other trailers, so you're not being revealed too much, but get a little bit extra. So this trailer kind of introduces us to, obviously we got introduced to like the first like villain. I don't want to say pseudo villain because she's actually like a villain, an antagonist.
Yeah, she's big.
So like she's big. Yeah. But then kind of like another villain that seems like this person seems like this is like the villain for this movie. Like the lady, she's gonna be long term. Like she's gonna be around here for a while. I feel like Victoria's gonna be around for a long time. But we got introduced to like a new character. Ham, I want you to kind of tell chat who we got introduced to in this trailer.
So his name is Conrad Carapax. He's just like an armored brute. So I'm pretty sure he's like the head of security for Victoria, who in this trailer we kind of realized she's like, that scarab is the way we can change the whole world, which we don't know exactly what she means by that. We get this little scene of like, you see something going on, you know what I mean? You can't really make out what it is and what's being made, but you just see like some stuff happening and
being powered by the scarab.
Yeah, being powered by the scarab. You get a little bit of Carapax in his like kind of like full form, so he gets his armored suit on and everything like that. I see a little bit of the fighting, but they didn't release too much, which I really like.
Dope.
They're just
exactly.
giving you enough. You get more of like Jaime being scared, basically, which I'm pretty sure is going to go on for a lot of people.
No, don't be like that. My man was shaking. My man was not ready, boy.
Bro, he looked at his back. It was all like embedded in his back, and she's like, I forgot how nasty it was. Like, but you also get to see like that Jaime is learning. I mean, obviously you got to figure it out. So like, there's times where he's sitting there like scared, and they are zoning in really heavy on the like. He's like, I'm nobody. He says, I'm a nobody, and he's like sitting there, and you see him kind of like a little bit, but he's like, I can help you, bro. Like, just say it. And he's like, yeah, do it. What the fuck? You see me about to die, and then you kind of see him like, oh shit, yeah, I can do this now. Cool. And so
it's definitely an origin. It's definitely
definitely an origin.
Yeah.
And if D-Reign had asked about if he thought that was going to be the Red Beetle, which no, I don't think it's going to be him. I think they're going to probably say that for another movie, because that whole Reach thing, like, if you've ever seen Young Justice, like, that's a whole ass, like, storyline that you can intertwine a bunch of people, bro, because the Reach pull up, bro, and if you got two other Beetles, nigga, you got problems, all right? Because these motherfuckers know how to fight, so I'm excited for the movie, though. Looks good. They got a good little...
I love George Lopez, bro. I love George Lopez. Bro, he looks so hillbilly in this movie, man. It's crazy.
And they give you a dope ass scene for with his grandma. She
Nana.
Nana pull out the.
I feel like a lot of movies are starting to do like that type of scene. Like obviously, like you have Aunt May in Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse. And it's funny. It's cool. It's cool. I'm excited for it. But no, the movie looks dope though. Like the meme scene or whatever you want to call it aside. No, the movie looks dope. I'm really excited for it.
They said like James Gunn confirmed this will be the first movie of the DCU. This is setting the tone. This is gonna set the tone. Like the tone of like I mean, not really the full tone, but like a
So
grasp of where they're going with this world
yeah,
nowadays.
I
You know
think
what I mean?
tone is the wrong term. I was going to say, like, this is gonna like set like the atmosphere. Like, okay, hey, like DC, like is DCU something I want to like start getting
Hmm.
invested in? Are these movies gonna be up to par? I guess like that's a better way of saying
And I
it. I
think
think.
starting it with a kid-friendly kind of character, but with a real because, like, I mean, yes, it's a kid-friendly movie. You can,
Mhm.
kind of, but like, dog, when that suit, like that scare burning off, like in but like that whole
Mhm.
thing, you're like, yo, like, you know what I mean? It still has a
Kind of
real
intense.
aspect to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited for it for sure.
All right, and then we also got the trailer for a Wonka movie. Actually, I didn't see this one coming at all, so I'm glad that Ham actually showed said this trailer. So Willy Wonka before he's Willy Wonka. So I feel like we've gotten a lot of maybe not a lot. A lot is kind of an is an exaggeration, but we've gotten several movies of a hey, you want to know what happened to X character before they became that person. So like
Hmm.
that's kind of what we're getting here. We're seeing Wonka as he's just starting to develop and not even like making like the factory and becoming this household name, but like before like he even starts making
He's
chocolate, like
very young.
he's researching like
Hmm.
how he wants to do chocolate. So
Hmm.
so I it's definitely kind of interesting. Like I said, I know we've had a few movies like that that kind of are taking that approach, so we'll see how that works. It looks cool. I hope, and I was telling him before the show, is like hope they don't stop with this though. So like we obviously have this prequel. I after this I want to see Wonka. Okay, now I'm building my empire. Now that like
Yeah.
we've got the chocolate in the streets, like everybody's addicted to it. Okay, now let's build the empire, and then you can fight. If it obviously it depends on if the movies do well, but as long as movies do well, finish it off with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, whichever one you want to do.
Like you
So
can even probably get like three movies out of it because you can
yeah,
do
exactly.
this one right and then
Hmm.
lead up to him building the empire and getting it, and then at the like him at high in power, and then the third one being like them kind of
Passive.
falling down, but like
Hmm.
not really showing it. And he's like, I need something, bro. I need something. I need
Hmm.
someone because I'm losing it. Somebody has to come in here and like bring, and that's him making up the idea of it. And it literally like the ending of the third movie is him rolling out in front of the gate like he did in Charlie and the Chocolate
Yeah,
Factory.
bro. Not my Wonka. Oh, stop. He's fine. He's fine. I get it. I get it. I get it. But
Gene
I
Wilder
mean,
is amazing.
bro, dude, Gene Wilder, absolutely incredible. So I
I
get
said good
it,
day.
but literally will never that scene will never get old, bro. Rip
Never.
Gene. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Rip Gene. Fantastic. I think it looks pretty solid. If you haven't checked out the trailer, definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I think that's something I'll definitely watch. I don't know if I can't say it's like gonna be a day one, like rushing to the theaters to see it, but I want to. I definitely
I'll
want to
check
see
it
it.
out. I'll
Yeah,
check
for
it out for
sure.
sure.
Okay, so now we got to get into our regulars. So we'll start with Jujutsu Kaisen. We have had our second episode out. But remember, this is gonna be actually well. Before we get into it, make sure that you guys know these will be spoilers. So if you haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, this episode or at all, if you don't want the spoilers, go ahead and mute the stream. This is your warning. And then after this, we will be talking Secret Invasion. So if you haven't watched that, then keep the stream muted, keep us up. But yeah, so that is your warning. It's Ghost is muted. Cool. We'll let you know. We'll type in chat when we move on to
Yeah.
Secret Invasion because I know you've watched that.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah,
definitely watched that.
so Jujutsu Kaisen episode 2. We're continuing on with honestly, bro, and I'm so mad because I keep forgetting what the other guy's name is. You remember
Yuji?
what is it? Yuji. Okay, so we have Gojo and Yuji. They are on a mission, basically to protect this girl who is going to be used more, more or less as a way to extend the life of um, the guy who protects the schools, that creates the barriers for the Jujutsu High School, JJK High School, Jujutsu
Yeah.
High School. Sorry, I could have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jujutsu High.
I said everything but the action Jujutsu High. There we go. Thank you. So, it's a long story short, but basically his ability is more or less immortality, but it gets to a point where he's got to more or less reset the clock, and and it's a specific person that can sync well with him that he's got to reset the clock with. A simulation is what they're calling it, and that's what this girl, I think her name is Riku.
Rico.
Rico, thank you, Rico.
Mhm.
Rico, that's who she is. They've explained it to her. She's fine with it, and they just have to protect her until it's time to do it. So, and obviously because there are enemies of Jujutsu High, they don't want this to happen. They want him to more or less not be able to reset and then break down, and the barriers will go down, and they can invade the school. They're trying to stop it. So, there is an enemy that is sending
Oh, that's good.
more or less as sending
Get.
assassins to stop them from
Mhm.
basically they want to kill the girl
Mhm.
or just delay it long enough to where they can that they won't be able to do it. So they put a bounty on Gojo. No, actually, they put the bounty on the girl, and then like
Yeah.
just kill anybody that's with around her. It doesn't really matter. So Gojo and Yuji are fighting
That's
all
Ghetto.
of
Sorry, that's Ghetto. Because they're
Geto.
both
Thank you.
in Satoru. It's like said, it's really close. Their names are like really like their
They're-
first names are really close,
Yeah,
but their last names and then obviously is Gojo. But
yeah. Gojo and
yeah, but it's Ghetto. You just
Geto.
call
Thank you. So
Geto. I think that's how
gotcha.
you would pronounce that,
So
right?
yeah, I think that's how I'm going to
Suguru.
pronounce
So
it.
it's Suguru Ghetto and Satoru Gojo. So
Oh my god, bro! Nah,
like, that's
what
what
they
I'm
bro?
saying,
They
like-
did. No, why they do that to us, bro? That's not even cool. So,
yeah.
so Geto and Gojo, they still just body it, bro. Like
They're
no
so-
effort. Like
At
there's
all.
zero effort. Like literally, the first scene of this episode is homie just like chilling in the room on the phone and like literally ignoring the dude. Like he's literally just ignoring him.
God.
And
Yep.
then like obviously, and that's so they kind of go into a little bit more detail on Geto's abilities as well, and they do as well for Gojo later on in the episode, but we'll get to that. But for Geto, it is manipulation, curse manipulation. So he is able to take these curses, absorb them, and then manipulate them and have them work to his favor, which is really
OP, bro.
dope, bro. It's really dope, bro. And it's not just like small curses. Like it looks like he has a wide range of curses that he's been able to manipulate. And he can also he specifically says that he wishes that he could inflict like his feeling or his will on them more like someone else, which so like obviously there's a limit to what he can do so far, but he does. I mean, but it even literally right after he said that, he knows when like they're exercised or when they're killed, because like yo, like two of them got murked, we gotta go. So like he does still have a connection to them. So they go, and this dude he's fighting this curse user, and the enemy goes through his big monologue, more or less saying, oh, this guy manipulates curses, that means he ain't got no hands, so I just need to get up close to him, and it's a raps. And obviously he's saying this head, it's a monologue. So my man Geto like sends a big curse out to fill the whole hallway. Guy jumps out the window and then jumps back in, which obviously defies the laws of gravity by itself, but whatever. But he gets close, and Geto gives this man a quick 15-piece combo, bro.
Nugget.
Like
Sauce.
like just hands, bro. Hands like he bends and cracks his arm. My man's got a bloody nose, bro. Like he dog walked this, bro.
Well, first
And
of all,
then
when you said
proceeded
that-
to say, I knew you wanted to get up close to me because you thought I didn't have these hands. So I had to show you what these hands are made of.
Yeah, first of all, and when he said that, and he was like, "Oh, I just got to get up close." Nigga, this is JJK. If there is one thing that everybody can do, it's throw them hands. Nigga.
They got hands, bro. There's
Nigga,
not
they
many people that we've seen that don't have hands.
And guess what? He met all 15 of them.
Bruh. It was quick too. My man was he was hurting. So that was Geto. So basically they believe that obviously the girl Rico is in danger, so they go to her high school because she's trying to live out like her last day as a normal kid. So they allow her to do that. They go to the school and she's in music class. So Gojo like finds her, and he goes to the class, and she's in middle school. So I think she's probably what, like 12, 13 or something like that,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks, bro. Like you're 12 and 13 and you understand that you gotta like basically give up your life.
Yep.
Like that kind of blows, but
Yep.
she's cool with it. Like she understands it. So he goes there and he bursts in and she's pissed because she's already told him, hey, let me live up my last day. I just want to be with my friends at school. Like just stay away. And after school, like let's go. He bursts in there and she
These
obviously
little
goes to an all girls school because it's full of all these girls that choir and
kids.
singing, and
Crazy.
they some thirsty ass motherfuckers, bro. Gojo a good looking dude, but I'm like, man, bro.
They said, yeah,
Oh
he was
my,
like,
his
hey,
eyelashes and his eyes, and
hey,
my
hey,
bro. She said them eyes is like,
hey, you want to see him? Bing, they got flicked him.
bruh,
How you do it.
bruh.
Now, my favorite part though is so they do all that.
The teacher
The
walks up and is
motherfucking
like, yo,
teacher
guys,
pull
like
up.
this is not cool. Like you can't be doing that.
What
like,
are you doing? She walks up to Gojo. She's like, hey, bro, you can't just be barging in this motherfucker.
even if
like
you're
that."
family, you can't do that.
Yeah. By the way, here's my number.
And the girls went crazy. They were like, what are you doing? And
One
she's
of them
like,
said,
yo, bro, it's hard out here in these streets, man.
one of them said, hey, you like younger men? I'm judging you now.
Oh man, it was a good little scene. It was a good scene. So he grabs her and like they leave. And one of the curse users finds Gojo. And so Gojo basically explains. So you know how like everybody always does like their little monologue describing like their ability and like what they can do. Gojo did that for the other dude. Bro, like, oh my god, like he did the other dude's monologue for him. He's like, oh, so this is what you do, this is your ability, this is how you do it, blah, blah, blah. These are your limitations. And homie was like, bro, how do you know this? Like, what's going like raps, bro? Like, why do you know this? He's like,
I'm him.
I got good eyes, bro. And that's it. He's like, bro, I got good eyes. Unfortunately,
because they're like, first of all, this nigga Gojo picked up Rico like she was motherfucking duffel bag and was just gone. Like literally,
bro. And it's funny because like, and I'm glad they did it too because like it kind of displays like his ability without telling us, but then he actually later on goes into his ability. And I'm not great at explaining it, but basically his ability, because I want to rewatch the season 1 episode of him explaining it, because I think that one went into way more detail than this one did. But basically he it's the idea of getting close to infinity, and that's what it's called. It's called infinity. But basically, as objects move closer to him, because you're getting closer to infinity, it starts to slow down, and more or less to the point where it stops. So like the curse user tries to take a punch at him, and when he's like a half an inch away or something like that, their fists just stop. And it's because they're getting so close to infinity because you can't reach infinity. That's why it just actually eventually ends up just stopping. So he goes to a little explanation of it, and then but then he explains how he can do the reverse of it as well and pull things into him. So like he does that, and he tells Rico like, yo, protect your head, because he more or less pulls this whole building, bro, like this whole building and like everything in it like really close to him because the guy was trying to run away, and he had the dude like suspended in air upside down, and he pulled out like his index and his middle finger like a gun, and like you see this like red ball.
So pissed, bro. He goes, I was gonna try this one.
Bro, he points at me and he's like red, and it's like this red ball of energy. I'm like, yo, this man's got the spirit gun from Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's go. And then it just disappears. I'm like, yo, what's happening? What's happening? And then you just see him punch him in the face. He's like, yep, all right, I messed up.
He said,
Bro,
yeah. You know, but the fact he was like, yeah, I thought I was gonna get it that time. And everything just falls down. He's like, bro, all right, Rico, let's bounce.
Let's go. So excuse me.
So
that was kind of the introduction of their abilities. So we'll see we'll see where that goes. And then it kind of goes to like what seems to be the main villain of this little arc as well. The guy that's kind of manipulating and pulling all the strings. I'm trying to figure out why they showed him like just disappear from that restaurant that he was in. Because like he was there and like he was eating and then he was just gone. Like they had a frame like where he was sitting and he was just not there. And I'm trying to figure out why that meatball like had pus in it, bro. Like that looked kind of disgusting. I don't know. So because like no, I said meatball, but like whatever he was eating, yeah. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what's happening with him because they haven't really gone into any detail, but like he knows. Now, one thing that we did find out is he knows how strong Gojo is. He hasn't really mentioned Geto too much, but that's because I mean, like Gojo's abilities are infamous. Like and like apparently he comes from a long line of people that are able to use this. So like his ability is infamous. So I feel like a lot of people, which makes more sense on like how famous he is in the main storyline as well because of this ability. So I'm excited to see these next few episodes. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Shit about to get crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of crazy, Secret Invasion. Yeah, okay, cool, Brad. You're I was about to write something too. So that's the episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. So now we want to go to Secret Invasion. And again, this is going to be spoilers. So if you haven't watched the episode, feel free to keep or make the stream muted. We are going to go into spoilers. So this is your warning. Secret Invasion, go. Okay, so Secret Invasion. This episode in what 15 minutes did the whole Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie. Basically. The entire thing. More or less no, you're right, not the entire thing. 75% of the movie they did in 15 minutes.
Yep.
And honestly, bro, so obviously we find out that we knew that, or I guess not necessarily knew, but we had the high suspicion that Fury's wife knows and is working with Gravik. Like it wasn't like it technically wasn't confirmed, but it was highly implied that she was, because she's like, "Hey, I went back to my old ways." So highly confirmed that it was implied. So in this episode, Fury finds out for sure that she was talking and working with them, and he finds out that she's been ordered to kill him. So and he, bro, and obviously the person giving the order was Rhodey. So we'll get to that here pretty soon. So she goes home or whatever, and she gets home. Fury's there, and like he's making some type of food or whatever, and they sit down. Tea. And he's making tea. So they sit down at the table, and they do the classic. Like they're talking and they talk about like their past and like how they're doing and things like that. And then he should tells her, it's like, "Yo, I just didn't know that Yuzo tried to kill me today." And and then like the infamous scene where both of them draw their guns and then bang. So tell me, when it happened, did you think they missed? Do you think they missed on purpose? Like when it happened, before they showed it, because spoilers, they both missed on purpose. But they pulled them out. They pull. You see them pull out their guns, and you hear the bang, and it kind of goes to like the wall or something like that. You hear the shots. Yeah, you hear the shots. Did you think they missed on purpose? Because I thought they missed. Okay, good. Okay, I was like, there's no way they're shooting each other.
I was like, I would have been shocked. I would have
really shocked if one of them shot together.
If she would have accidentally like still hit her, I would have been like, "Yo, this bitch, kill her."
I would have been pissed, bro. I would have been pissed.
So, but yeah, I didn't.
But they missed each other on purpose, and Fury's like, "Yo, so I don't know if we should get a divorce or we should be celebrating right now, because we both did just take shots at each other. Like, let's be real. Like, I know we missed, but we did just shoot at each other, both of us, without hesitation. Like, it was quick. It was
zero hesitation.
Pull, bang, like." But yeah, so they're good. And he's like, "Yo," like, and he tells her like, "Yo, like, they're gonna be coming after you." She's like, "Nah, I can take care of myself." And they kind of go their separate ways, which there's no way they're staying their separate ways. She's being brought back into this in like the last episode or something like that. Yeah, there's no way. So they go their separate ways. And then excuse me. Fury starts preparing, like, because he plans to approach Rhodey, which it shows, and it shows what we assumed last season. What'd you say? Yeah, like the next. I'm pretty sure the next scene is when they're in the apartment, right?
Any scene is
Am I-
Gaia,
Oh well, yeah. Oh, you're right. I don't know how I passed that. Thank you. Gaia's alive.
which
Which basically what happened was when she went to go get the password for her dad, she also remembered from like episode 2 the lab that she was in.
remember
Um,
the doctor.
the doctor in the lab, and she goes back there, and basically what it shows is that before she leaves, she goes and she looks at the memories of the doctor, because the doctor's in the machine at this point. So
Yeah.
with the doctor being in that machine, basically tells us that this machine is ready. Like the machine to turn people into super scrolls is ready, it is functional, and with her being in there, it makes you assume that they've tested it and that it does work. So
Yeah.
she's in the machine, so Gaia goes and goes through her memories, and then goes to activate the machine. She takes a vial. We don't necessarily know what it is technically, but she reads the memories. So at this point, she knows that she probably needs that vial for something. So she grabs it. She goes to the machine, and
What I think is just based off of like what she did. She grabs a vial, puts in the case, goes to the computer, types something, stands in the bubble. If you pay attention to the bubble, it's kind of the same color as a vial. So I think that's how they disperse it, because there's never really an injection or a consumption of the vial.
Right,
But
right,
the
okay.
vial is put in that case. So I think it's like that field activates the and like kind of vaporizes it to like go into, I don't know how,
going
like,
through your
I'm not-
bloodstream or DNA or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly, because there was no actual consumption or injection of that vial. So that's why I was like, okay, cool. So like that's kind of like even more intricate. Like if it's in a bubble and that shit, you stand there, it's like and it's just like kind of like, you know what I mean? Like
It's weird because like they don't really have a way of like containing that field, because it's a big bubble. It's not like the size of one person. Like you can probably fit like 15, 20 people in that bubble.
Boom, throw them in there, and you don't have to worry about drink. Nah, just bloop, put that in there, and that shit's gonna activate it in y'all. That's crazy, yo.
It's kind of insane. So, that they show that flashback, and they come back to Gaia, like, and she sits up, she starts healing. So like we know she's got extremis.
Yeah.
We don't know what else if she has anything else or not, but we know she's at least has that, which we'll see, because we obviously know Gravik has extremis. We saw that when
but we saw all those other names on this, so we don't know if like it's a one shot go, like, you know, or if it's like pick your poison.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if it's because.
Take
a guess. Do you think it's all, or you can do one? Because
I think it's all, because in my mind, all right, Gravik tested, tested, shit did right, got them all together, tested it, and it worked, right? So then he was like, bet, make it me. I, in my mind, would want a whole army of motherfuckers that can do all that shit. I wouldn't want a single, like, okay, only do 250 can have Extremis, the other 250 have Groot, and nah, nigga, all y'all gonna be super fucking powered up, and we send them out. So that's what I would do in my eyes, and that's what I think he was doing, because that's why, like,
I don't know. So like,
he's the only one that, and
he's the only one that has multiple ones, and we've only seen two, and we've technically only seen two. But
which I don't know
we
what
can
they
assume
would get from Cold Obsidian.
Yeah.
And then they also have the Frost Giant. So like I don't. So we'll see what they can do with those. But like, I think like
I think the opposite though, dude. I think that Gravik is going to be the only one, at least so far. I think maybe the plan is to give everybody everything, but I don't think all the scrolls are going to get it. I think that Gaia, Gravik, and maybe a handful of scrolls are going to get a ability. But to me, it makes more sense as the general, the leader, to have all of them and have your subordinates to make sure no one can usurp you. No one can do a mutiny. No one can really challenge you, and have them have like one or two. You know what I mean? So that gives him the edge over everyone to help secure his place as the actual general, the leader of the scrolls.
Yeah, but them niggas ain't, like, at this point, you already know how the scrolls are. They riding or dying for that nigga. So he's not worried about anybody trying to usurp him or anything like that. And you're gonna want your army at full potential, rather than like half of them are gonna be able to heal themselves, but the other half ain't. You know what I mean? Because Like I don't. I'm just thinking like he's gonna pop. Any one of us can be right, but in my mind,
Oh
it'd
yeah,
be
we'll see.
hard to
I
be
mean, we
like,
won't know, yeah, until. And honestly, I still don't think that we're ever gonna know because I truly don't believe there's many Super Scrolls out there.
I think it's only two right now. I think
you think it's just Gaia and Gravik.
If you look at like let's just look at what we've seen so far. All right, who has been doing all of this nigga Gravik's dirt and never questioned it one bit and always got the job done?
You think it's Gravik and him?
If anybody else was gonna be it, he's gonna go to him.
Oh
next.
yeah. I think so too.
Gaia got it off the default. I think it's only Gravik right now.
Gaia cheated, so yeah.
Gaia cheated. Gravik got it off the thing, but I think like this is gonna push that into that. He's gonna send a boy in there and a couple of them like, hey, get your best troops or whatever, and get like a group. I think he's gonna do a group first, and then that's gonna be the first push and show like, yeah, we ain't got nothing to fuck with. I can make my whole army. I can make more. Yeah, exactly, kind of thing. Okay. That's what I think.
All right, so so Gaia wakes up. Obviously, we see that she has extremists, and then kind of moves on from there. And then I think it's the scene with Rhodey, right? Because it's Gaia, then the scene with Fury and his wife, and then Rhodey, or actually, wife and Rhodey.
No, because if you're talking about, are you talking about the bathroom scene with Rhodey?
I'm talking about. So it was
bathroom
Gaia.
Scene at the end.
Bathroom scene is towards the end, but yeah. So it's Gaia. And then it's wife and Rhodey at the church.
Yes.
And then wife and Fury at the house.
Yes.
And then what's after that?
And then that's when Fury and Talos get set up to go save the Prez.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then, but before that, Fury goes to the apartment before the attack, right?
Goes to the apartment.
He goes to Rhodey's apartment. Like that's before the attack, right? Yeah, no, that's before the attack because he has him drink the shit. Yeah. So right. So Fury breaks into Rhodey's apartment, and he's basically telling him again, like, hey, there's infiltration of the government, blah blah blah. He doesn't. He basically then more or less makes the assumption or kind of implies to Rhodey, he's like, yo, bro, I know. Like, I'm not dumb. I know. And Rhodey gets it. So then he shows Fury a video. So back in the first episode when Hill was killed, obviously with the scroll that killed her, Gravik, he was looking like Nick Fury when he did it. So now Rhodey's like, listen, I've got literally film of you walking, because Rhodey's straight like boots. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So Rhodey shows him the video. It's like, yo, we have multiple copies of the video of you walking up to Hill and killing her. Like, you're gonna rot in prison for literally the rest of your life if we release this as the threat. And Fury's like, you know what? Okay. Kind of backs off. He's like, and they've been kind of drinking, but as this meeting has gone on, and it goes to and it shows that inside of the drink was a liquid tracking device, which I thought was like really cool. And I was watching with my wife. I was like, yo, so like all he has to do is pee, right? Like if he just pees, that's gone, right? Like that's how that works. But obviously, like there's some type of nanotechnology in the liquid is what it is. So like, no, that's not it. But yeah, so they use that tracking device to basically find where the attack is going to be. So they are actually going to make an attempt on the life of the president, disguised as basically Russian operatives to try to start World War III again, more or less. So president gets attacked. President's convoy gets attacked, and shit's going down. Fury shows up, helps. Fury and Talos show up. They help them out. The president's car is overturned. Talos is trying to get the president out of the vehicle because like the doors is slammed shut. And while he's doing that, Gravik tells his right-hand man, the guy Ham was talking about, yo, I need you to take out Talos now. And like he said, without hesitation, he repositions, gets a shot off on Talos. like kind of like right up in like this area, like kind of like near a lung or something like that. Because Talos is hurting, bro. That's not just an arm shot.
It was definitely chest level, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's hurting, and you can tell he's hurting because scrolls are strong, and Talos should be able to rip that door open like pretty easily, but like he's struggling with that door, and his disguise is wearing off. So like it's kind of slowly, and it's like progressive too. Like it started like with his ear, then it's like getting to his face, but it eventually gets to the point where you can tell like, yo, that person is not human. He's an alien. And one of the U.S. Soldiers calls out like, yo, he's an alien. Turns his gun towards him, and Fury steps in front. Is like, no, like he's with us. And the human, the guy just turns back and like starts going back to the normal fighting. Which in itself is so much bigger of a moment than what people I feel like are giving credit towards. Is if you recall, episode 2 when Fury found out that there were a million scrolls, what did he say? He said there is not enough understanding on this planet for both of us to live here. He said like there's no way, like it can't happen. And in the heat of the moment, it was kind of like the enemy of our enemy is our friend type of deal. Like it was like, okay, like cool, it's fine. He's helping us, we're good. And that's kind of what Talos wants. And that's what Talos thought was gonna happen. He's like, hey, like this could work. Like this is how we do it. And again, this is the same thing that his daughter last episode said that he was delusional about. That because he told her was like, hey, if we just show them who we are, show them we're not here to hurt them, and that we just want to coexist with them, they'll eventually accept us.
Yep.
And Talos sees that happening. He's like, yo, like they see me try to help. And he musters up the last bit of his strength to break open the windshield. They get the president out. Nick Fury. I kind of wish Fury had given the president to somebody else and him pick up Talos. Like I thought that's what was gonna happen, because he actually looks back at him and Talos is just like laid out, bro. Like he's exhausted.
After Talos rips the door open, they grab him. Talos is going and trying to like catch up to Fury and get to him, and Gravik dead ass.
So that same soldier that kind of turned, that like let him continue on getting the president out, he picks up Talos and like he's walking towards Fury, and Fury like whips out his gun and is like, yo, put him down right now. Yeah. And the dude's like, yo, like what are you talking about? He's like, put him down right the fuck now. And he smirks and stabs a nigga right in the chest. And then it turns out to be Gravik. He lets his disguise down, and Fury shoots at him.
Ooh.
This shit didn't do nothing.
Bro, turns around with whole cheek gone, just extremist.
Fast extremist, bro.
I wanted the motherfucker.
I know, exactly, right? And then, but also, like, there's still, like, the humans are still shooting, like, around Gravik, and it's like, yo, did y'all not see homie like stab that dude in the chest? Like I understand y'all shooting too, but like you can get behind cover and help my man Fury out a little bit, right? But nah, they weren't about it. So Gravik and his right hand man kind of ride off. Talos gone, bro. And I will say I was not expecting that. I personally thought Talos was going to survive this series, but they're showing us again that they're not afraid to drop bodies here, bro.
Dude, it's almost as if somebody said Talos was gonna die, and that's what's gonna send Fury into a rage.
So part 1 of what you said has happened. We haven't seen part 2 yet. I don't know what rage you talking about. We ain't seen no rage yet.
He died at the end of the episode. Don't try to sit here and downplay. You know exactly what.
Bro. Shit.
Go get the leather fucking coat, nigga, and put the eye patch on, nigga, and he is.
Guy is about to go crazy too, because remember, like literally the last thing that they said to each other were them fighting, and her calling him delusional. She's at minimum has extremists now.
Bro, she running through.
Yeah, she's about to run through some people for sure, 100%. It's gonna be a crazy next couple episodes for sure. But Talos gone, Hill gone.
R.I.P. Some real ones, man. Hey,
some real ones, bro.
I know we kind of already said this like that, but like Maria Hill, man, has held shit down, bro.
Since what 20 was it 2011 like 2012?
Nigga, Avengers 1, man. When
Right.
Hawkeye went rogue, bro, she was there, bro. All right, like I know and that's the thing is like I know we had Coulson. He had Coulson. Coulson was a G, you know what I mean? But like Hill held shit down, man, and she, you know what I mean? Like she was always there, man, and I feel bad that she just, she just got cut off so easily.
It's
and
crazy too because like this would have been like the first like movie like where she could have played like a huge role. Like this is like it's a boots on the ground. It's a boots on the ground show. I said movie, I meant show. It's a boots on the ground show. She really could have like really done a whole bunch of stuff because like even though she always has been there, she's kind of been she plays the backseat. Like it is what it is. Like but like she could have really been propelled forward. And they off to episode 1, man.
Episode 1, they was like, get her out of there.
Yeah, so we'll see. It's gonna be an exciting last couple episodes because we still have
left.
We got to have this confrontation between Fury and Gravik. We have a confrontation between Gaia and Gravik. We have to have we have to get
all these scrolls under control.
All these scrolls under control. We got to get Fury's wife back on our side. We got to find Rhodey. Like, let's not forget that. Like, because that was obviously we have a weekly argument about this show, and this week's argument more or less is like, yo, where the fuck is Rhodey?
Because one thing we did forget to mention is that at the end of the episode, you see. Well, no, it wasn't there when Rhodey was in the shower.
It's not in the middle, yeah. So it's kind of in the middle. Like it confirms that Rhodey we've been working with is a scroll. So that means Rhodey's AWOL, and we have not seen him in that headquarters at all. And they've gone up and down that hallway a couple times now. So where is Rhodey?
Literally trying to figure out when we know. Because one of the key things is that he doesn't have his braces. And nothing's being talked about it anywhere. Nothing's being said about it or anything like that. The last time we saw him in braces was in Endgame. How long does this take place after Endgame? And how is Rhodey walking okay and nobody's saying anything about it? So, like, it might not be as long of it. And then it was like, well, it could have been a scroll longer. But then why was he wearing the braces if he's a scroll?
So yeah, so like that's one thing, and I think we said that before the show. It's like I really want them to tell us when Rhodey was taken, because my thought process, and obviously this is me, I think Rhodey was taken after Civil War, because that is the easiest. At the end of the day, like Rhodey fights. Like obviously he would be going up against Skrulls. Skrulls are significantly stronger. Yes, I get it. But the easiest time to grab Rhodey and take him would have been right after the injury, when more or less probably when he was sedated. More or less, he's probably sedated like before like any type of surgery or anything like that. That's the easiest time for them to take him. So I think that's when they're taking him. I've seen rumors that they may have taken him earlier than that, or maybe even a little bit after. Like Iron Man 3, I've heard. That's what our buddy Austin was telling us. That's the rumor that he's heard. Ham, what did you say? You think they grabbed him?
Dog, I thought it was around then, but like. It just doesn't make. I don't know, bro. I think it's after Endgame, bro. Like I think
it's after Endgame. Okay.
I think it's more because once he got out of being like War Machine as much and kind of took the political side, because Tony's death probably was like the final factor for him, so he took a backseat, and that they were already in the government. They're like, yo, Rhodey's in charge of a lot of shit. And you got the Avengers on his side, so let's get him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
True. So I just hope they tell us. I really want them to tell us, because I think that's going to be that's a big part of the show right now. It's like, where is Rhodey and how long has he been gone? Mm-hmm. How do we go from
give me my
to him playing Piccolo to Miss Marvel's Gohan? Jeez, bro. Yeah, dude. Like it's an interesting time, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
I can't wait for Wednesday, man. Wednesday's gonna be lit. But that's gonna be it for the news today. You got any recommendations for the people in chat?
I'm just gonna say it again. The Bear.
Just
released the reviews. Season 2, another perfect 10. And that shit was amazing,
nice.
Yo. Like,
I've heard a couple people talking about it online now.
It too, bro. Oh my gosh, the show is just so good. I'm just gonna keep saying it till you guys watch it. The Bear. 2 seasons, full seasons out on Hulu.
Stop being lazy. Pick something else. Like it sucks because I'm pretty sure most people that watch anime probably have already. But yeah, dude, like I'm digging Attack on Titan, man. If you haven't watched it, like don't.
He's 10 episodes in. I'm digging it.
I'm digging it. It's been, okay. Tell me. So 10 episodes of a show like this versus 10 episodes of a show like freaking One Piece. Those are completely different, bro. Like this one like speeds into the story. So like I'm like obviously like the first major twist has already happened, and it happened like 5 episodes ago. Bro, yes, I'm like I said it. That was the first thing that I said, bro. What are you talking about? But if you want a real recommendation, make sure you're communicating, like not just with like not just with friends or family. Like, make sure you're communicating. Make sure you're setting up for yourself, and make sure like you say things that are actually affecting you. Watch Attack on Titan. We almost done. Oh, shut up. I'm not almost done. What are you talking about? But yeah, like make sure like you're communicating with your family, your friends, your partner, or whatever, because people aren't mind readers, and stuff just doesn't disappear. This series is a joke. Ghost, you always talking shit, bro. This is why, like, I always talk about you during the show, man. You always talking shit, bro. Going through some family stuff, and the majority of it is happening because people aren't saying shit. Like, just like speak up for yourself, man. So there you go. There's your recommendation, bro. And chill out, because I haven't gotten a life lesson from your stream since Nam, bro. So you can't say shit, Ghost.
There's Charlie everywhere.
All right, but yeah, that's gonna be it for us, guys. Unless Ham wants to throw in another recommendation, since Ghost is giving a shit, I'm gonna talk to your man. It's Mark with the C, actually. I don't know that guy.
They don't work here. No, I don't want to.
Shit, man. Good
That
shit.
was a good one.
Yeah, no, yours was a good one. Yeah, but yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for us. We will catch you guys next week, where we can talk some more. Dude, honestly, hopefully we get more news about this Call of Duty deal, because I want to know what's up. But that's gonna be it for us, guys. We will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to jump on our socials, because we still have spots open for the 1v1 tournament we're going to be having. So a little bit different than the trios private lobby we ran in Apex. So we're going to do a 1v1 deal. So make sure to sign up for that. We've got some merch on the line. And make sure to just keep an eye on the socials, because we do have some content that we're gonna be putting out there. We had a really good episode of Buzzing with the Boys. You can check out the VOD from Friday. It was good. It was really good. If you missed it, you missed a good one, man. So definitely check that out. But we'll catch you guys later, guys. All right. Deuces.
RNG? I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
Gets the people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP. Random news generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga games. Random news. RNG. Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG. TGP. Random news. Random news. RNG, random news.
Real nigga games.
HamuraiiBlack, D-Reign.
Random numbers.
TGP. RNG, random news.